Give it a second. I may or may not be drinking. Alright guys, welcome. Let me go grab some babies. How many bubbies in there? Who wants to eat? Come on. Come on. You don't want to eat? Oh, look, I got your baba. Alright, so these kids have been moved out of the incubator into a cage because a hurricane just came through. So they may or may not want any formula because they think they are big kids now. You don't want any? One day out of the incubator and you want nothing? I will move along. Nothing? Nothing? Alright, this is baby Booby, and he's squeaking at me. He's like, I am too big for the bottle. So, oh, I hear you. You a big boy now? Yeah. Okay, let me go grab the other babies. Come on. Who else wants to eat? Alright, let's try again. Hopefully this one wants some. Are you still wanting a baba? There we go. No, you don't want it either? You all grew up in one day? So we just had a hurricane come through. I had to move everybody out of the incubator because obviously with no power, they'd be in that hot little box. So now, they think they're big kids because they had vegetables and solid foods today. They don't want nothing. What do we got here? So this is Jax. Jax doesn't want any either. So all these babies are rescues. None of them are pets. They will be rehabbed and released back to the wild. Oh, now you're licking my finger. Now you want some? You want the baba? How funny. All of you are adults now? I do have other ones that are smaller, so they will want some. These are my two oldest ones. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I cannot really see the screen from this far away, but I will try to answer what I can see. If you could tap the screen, that helps move the video up the algorithm. I just started going live. This is probably my 4th time, I think. Yeah, they're not really tree rats. I mean, there's also trash pandas, so. I rehab squirrels, possums, raccoons, ducks, all kinds of stuff. Oh no, calm down. Hold on, let me zoom in on him. My opossum that lives in my rehab room is now climbing down from a high up shelf, and the squirrels can hear it, so it's scaring them. So where's everybody from? Little cutie patootie. Oh, another Florida. I'm in Florida too. How old? This one's about 8 weeks old. It's empty. Let go. Yeah, I've got 4 raccoons right now. I prefer squirrels, but I will do a couple raccoons. It's just so much harder to release them. The squirrels I get to see every day after I release them, but raccoons I have to take far away to a lot of land. Yeah, they're not good eating. Judah, take care of that person. Yeah, let go, it's done. I'm getting more. There you go. Come here. Yeah, that's the nipple you guys don't like. There you go. The nipple on the end. On Amazon, there's technically a company called Miracle Nipple, but it's literally like $14 for 3 of them, which there's no way with the amount of animals I go through. So this is actually like a knockoff brand that is incredible, and you get like, for $10 you get like 10 of them. How big do the squirrel get? I can't see all these. How big do the squirrels get? I mean, I don't know the exact weight when they get released, but this is like a teen. So, I mean, they get bigger, but not too big. These are not pets. I do not recommend them as pets. You cannot have them as pets. They destroy everything. These guys love me because they think I'm mom. But when they get older and I'm hands off, they will become aggressive. When they hit sexual maturity and they want a girlfriend or boyfriend. Oh, you have a newborn? Are you raising it yourself? Are you a rehabber, or do you need to find a rehabber? How long do they live? Depends on where they live. I'm kind of in the city, so they could live anywhere between 3 to 5 years. If you live out in the boonies and they don't have, you know, traffic and people that don't like them, they could live a lot longer. In captivity, they can live 10 plus years. It all just depends on the environment. Obviously, if you're in the city, people are hitting them with cars and they're, you know, doing all kinds of very negative things to them. You say you want to do what I do, how do I get permits and everything? Actually, it depends on what state you live in. You just want to search the state to find out. Every state has different licensing. Some of them you just take a test. Some of them you have to be a volunteer under somebody that is a rehabber. There's all kinds of different rules. So you just want to look up your state wildlife organization. Alright, you're almost done, Bubby. Can feel that Buddha belly. Normally you want to feed between 3 to 5% of their body weight, but because these kids are older and I've had them for a while and I've been doing this so long, I can tell, like, they're going to stop anytime now. They eat as much as they want, but I don't let them eat too much. Because really this is kind of a treat. Most of these kids are already eating solids. But if I don't have babies to feed, I have nothing to do on TikTok Live. Like a Wild Squirrels Trust. Like at your house, you could, you know, just feed them yummy nuts. They'll slowly come closer, but you really don't want wildlife to get too comfortable with you, because you might love them, but your neighbor or the next person coming along might not, and then they could hurt them. Not everybody likes squirrels. Alright. Want to say hi? Your milk coma is going to kick in soon. At least you held still. Gotta get the other kids out next. Oh, well, baby, they love me to death. They think I'm mom, so there's no trying to get them acclimated. I get calls. I mean, we just had a hurricane come through, and I had hundreds and hundreds of calls in the last 24 hours. It was insane. But the babies, like, love me. They think I'm mom, so there's no issue with that. Say hi, baby. I gotta go grab one of your siblings. All right, let me grab another baby. I'll be right back. What we got in here? I want some din din. Come on. Alright, these are some of the smaller babies. The big kids always come bounding out before everybody else. Come here. This is Blue. He came in with 2 other siblings. They didn't make it. He had severe facial trauma. He was a bloody mess. You can see the bald spot on his head. He had abscess all up here, and there's no way to really know what happened. It could have been a predator. It could have been from him falling from the nest, but he's doing great now. Such a good boy. Do you put them in different containers? I can actually tell most of them by personality, but when I get up to like 19 babies and I can't tell, I use Little Kids non-toxic nail polish, and you can just mark their ears so that they each have a different color, because you want to keep track and make sure certain ones that might be sick or not gaining weight, that you can keep track of how much they weigh and how much they're gaining and make sure that they're doing okay. What about them getting... No, actually, I don't worry about that at all. They only are hands-on with me when they're babies like this. Once they are weaned and move to the next size cages and go out to the pre-release cage, I'm completely hands-off. So they are totally wild by the time they're released. I mean, some of them will come back for like treats, but they most definitely will not let me hold them. Yeah, the quicker I can be hands off, the better. This is baby Blue. Boy, you're flying through these. Sit over here. They get a squirrel formula that's actually made specifically for them. Let me see, I didn't see that. Are there any adult squirrels that are still... When I first started doing this a million years ago, I would have a very low amount that were getting released, and they would come back and visit and jump on my shoulder and hang out with me. Now I literally rescue hundreds, so I don't have the time to actually get that bonded with any of them. But there's a couple from years ago that'll still come visit me, and sometimes jump on my shoulder. But again, I don't want them to do that. So there's no reason for me to, you know, get them to do that. I don't want them to do that to a human that does not like squirrels. Yeah, they always act like they're starving. It's so funny. Like, I could feed them in another 20 minutes and they're going to act like they haven't eaten in a month. It's just what they do. They just love the bottle. Like the baba, the little formula, like any baby that even gets milk. They act like they're not going to survive without it. How many years? I'm about to hit 8 years doing this. If you guys enjoy the live, you can follow. I think you can turn on notifications to find out when I go live. I just started doing this. It's kind of fun. I like answering questions about the babies. Like, you should be done, Blue. I'm gonna try one more. Your fat Buddha belly. They didn't get as much formula last night because a hurricane just came through here and I lost power, and what a huge disaster here. So they're a little bit hungrier than normal. I've been doing this almost 8 years. Ooh, somebody pinned that question. My mods cannot pin stuff, so that's very cool that you just did that. How much? They're not for sale. These are not pets. They're rescued, rehabbed, and released back to the wild. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. Yay, you can pin questions. I'm so excited. Yeah, you should be done. Buddha belly. Big Buddha belly. So this is Blue, and look at that big Buddha belly. Look at how fat. So he was super hurt when he came in. His whole face had facial trauma. That little bald spot on his head was an abscess. It's all been popped, cleaned, and he is perfect now. Milk coma is gonna kick in a minute, Bubby. Such a good boy. All right, let me go grab another baby. I will be right back. Who's the babies in here growling? Who we got in here? Come on, you want some milk? Are you in here growling? Are you in here growling? This one is just growling away. What's the matter? I hear you squeaking. What's the matter? Look what I got. You're all right. And you don't like being in the big cage? What are you crying about? I don't know if you can hear him, but he's growling. Do you want any or not? You think you're a big boy now? They just got moved into a cage and out of the incubator, so they are acting very independent. You want some? If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. You just grumpy? Grumpy pants? Do you just specialize in squirrels? I prefer you not calling them rodents, but yeah, I specialize in squirrels, hence the name. But in the last couple of years, I started doing opossums and raccoons also. An occasional bunny here and there. But squirrels are my favorite, absolute favorite. They are incredible. Hey, you don't want that formula, do you? Because you're a big boy, you had all your veggies today? Now you think you're too old for the milk? Where are you from? Why do you say possums? It's just easier. I normally call them possies. But yes, I know they are opossums, but It's just easier. Just like I say coons instead of raccoons. If I have to say a word 5,000 times, I just go with the shorter version. And if you have any opossum questions, my mod in here, which his screen name is the Possum Dude, he can answer any questions about opossums, which so can I, but he specializes in just possums. He doesn't do any other animals. Yeah, it's just easier to say possum. But I get it because, ooh, my squirrel just saw my opossum walking right next to me and just got super scared. I have a ginormous opossum about 3 feet away. His name's Kirby. You're okay. There, I don't even know what I was saying. Do you want any more? Did Kirby scare you? Do I get any sleep? No. I work full time and I have about 56 animals right now. And a hurricane just came through, so sleep is non-existent. Yes, I know they're technically rodents, but that's just the rude word for them. Oh, thank you. It's not all fun and games all the time. There's a lot of loss. A lot of animals come in that are hurt, and I can't save them. And it's very sad. Ooh, I'm going to try to fill your formula. Do not run away. I hear you. Don't be growling at me. I don't know why you're in such a mood tonight. No, opossums are marsupials. They carry their babies around in their pouch. Squirrels' teeth grow 6 inches a year. So when they're constantly chewing on things out in the wild, that keeps their teeth nice and trimmed. I know, I hear it every night. They think he's smoking a cigarette. It's so funny. You smoking your cigarette? The hurricane's gone. We're all good. I'm not even sure what state it's in now. Thank you for the fireworks. I don't know what that was actually called. Kirsten, I think. Thank you. I can't see the screen from here. I can barely see the questions. But thank you so much. I can tell I don't have my volume turned up. Because boy, when those gifts come through, they scare the crap out of me. Some of them are so loud. Yeah, you guys hate these nipples. I know. I have to fill some more syringes. Do not run off. He's gonna run. He's gonna run. Yep, I knew it. Alright, let me try to catch him on my back. Come here. Come here. Boy, you are moody tonight. Alright, last one. You're not even letting me fill the syringe for you. Do you want any more? All these kids were in the incubator until the hurricane came. Because I lost power for 12 plus hours, so I moved them into a cage. Now, because they're in the cage, they think they are super independent and do not want formula or as much as they normally have. The milk is a actual squirrel formulated, I can't think of what you call it, like a formula. It's Fox Valley. The company Fox Valley makes formula for just about every type of wildlife that you can think of, from possums to foxes to raccoons, everything. So this little baby, he is grumpy. This is Salty. That's his name, so that's even funny. I got one more baby, although technically I have a new neurological brain damaged squirrel. I might pull her out too. Yes, very spicy. He was not spicy 48 hours ago, but now because he moved out of the incubator, he thinks he's a big boy. And now he wants nothing to do with me already. I hear you. Alright, let me grab another baby. Come here, Squeaker. I cannot get over these babies just from being in a cage for one day. They loved me 36 hours ago. So this is Squeaker. She came in emaciated, failure to thrive, itty bitty skin and bones. Come here, baby. I call her my little mouse. She's even like half bald. You have to drink this. Hold still. Come on. Yeah, they are all independent now. They want nothing. This might be the last time I get to feed baby squirrels on TikTok Live. Come here, Bubby. So yeah, she was just so bad. Hold on. I gotta go grab her. Come on. These kids all became brats overnight. So yeah, she was super sick. I wasn't even sure she was going to make it. Failure to thrive just basically means no matter what they eat, they don't gain weight. She's got balding all over her body. You have to have a little bit, baby. So because I moved them out of the incubator because of the hurricane, they've now had solids, and they literally want nothing to do with their formula. Have a little bit. Please, Squeaker. Yeah, she's like, no, Mom. I'm a big girl. Try this one. Alright, so I guess she's not going to have any either. Once they start weaning, they get a diet of what's called Henry's blocks, which has all the nutrition that squirrels need, and they need to have those every day. They have to eat fresh vegetables, no nuts. No babies will ever get nuts until they are being released. It's basically junk food. Come here, Bubby. So this is baby Squeaker. She's not going to let me feed her either. So she's going to want to go have regular yummy solid foods because she thinks she's a big girl. And you got milk all over you. Alright, I'm going to put her away, and then I have one more if she wants to come out. It's my new brain damaged neurological girl. Her name is Twitch. Alright, be right back. Twitch, baby. Twitch. Want some formula? Okay, so this girl had some sort of head trauma happen before coming in. She's older than all of them, but she's got severe brain damage. So she just wobbles around constantly. She falls over. She can't climb real well. She's going to wear half of this formula. She eats all crazy. Her name's Twitch, and she's super special. Good girl. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a scar on her head, so I'm thinking she had some sort of a head trauma when she was younger. Here, baby. It's right here. Nobody wants their formula tonight. You done? She had a very... I had help today after the hurricane. And I don't want to call them volunteers, but my friends came over and helped and food prepped like pounds and pounds and pounds of vegetables and fruit. So everybody has eaten so good today. that it makes sense that they're like, I don't want this. But you want to try to keep squirrels on formula as long as you can because it has so many nutrients. It's everything they need to stay nice and healthy, just like a human baby. You want them to have milk for as long as they can. Yeah, she will probably not be released unless some crazy miracle happens. I wouldn't be surprised if she's blind too. You gonna keep her? Yes, she will have to stay with me. You just got a baby kitten today? Yeah, I have 2 rescue kittens in this room too, and luckily they're behaving and being quiet. She does this every time. She pulls a nipple right off. Good thing you're the last eater. So she doesn't really have control of anything. Her motor skills are very floppy, which is why her name is Twitch. She is such a messy eater. You don't have to have any more, baby. You want some? Okay. And she hates for me to wash her face off, but she's a milky mess. So that's all she wanted, but this is Mama Twitch. She's a special girl. Warm milk. It's always warm. I nuke the water, and then I put it on a mug warmer, and then I put the syringes in the warm water to warm them up. So she's a little special girl. Gorilla nuts? I don't know what a gorilla nut is. So this is a special girl. Alright guys, that's about it. I ran out of animals. I mean, I've got a million more animals, but that you can see because everybody's out in the dark. If you could follow the page or like it, you can turn on notifications to find out when I'm going live to feed babies, or eventually I would like to show you all the other animals I have, from possums to raccoons to ducks and chickens, and it's literally like a zoo here. I appreciate all the gifts. I appreciate all the hearts and the tapping the screen. Say bye, Twitch. Alright guys, have a good night.